In just 20 minutes, I'm going to show you how to master YouTube. Our channel has gained almost 1 million followers with only 83 videos, and in the next 20 minutes, I'm going to show you how to do the exact same thing. From finding your niche, creating titles and thumbnails people actually click on, mastering the algorithm, storytelling, upload strategy, analytics, and what gear to buy to be successful. Whether you're thinking about starting a YouTube channel, already have a successful YouTube channel, or maybe you've been posting some content that just really hasn't taken off. Wherever you are in your journey, this will be the ultimate guide to master YouTube. Unlike other YouTube channels that just post anything and everything they want to, we study the landscape and create engaging titles, scripts, and thumbnails, so we post videos that people actually want to see. And when we post, we've gotten more views and subscribers than the average YouTube channel because we know our audience and have mastered the algorithm. But of course, it wasn't always like this. We started out posting random content that meant nothing, just random videos unrelated to our channel, and our channel went completely stagnant for years. Once we discovered what we're going to show you today, it exploded, gaining millions of views, making over 6 figures in ad revenue, and even having our videos being reacted to by famous YouTubers. This isn't just a bunch of luck. This was a system that we have created over years of trial and error, and we are tired of gatekeepers and other YouTubers who want to keep all this information to themselves. So by the time this clock hits 0, you will have mastered the algorithm and understand how YouTube actually works, how to create videos that perform, how to grow a real audience, and how to turn your channel into a business that can change your life. And just like our other videos, we're not going to waste your time. We're going to move fast, and by the end, you'll have everything you need to begin your journey of becoming a YouTube pro. So, start the clock. But before we start, I just want to let you guys know that we just launched our brand new course called Master YouTube, where we walk you through every single step of the way on how to create a successful YouTube channel. So if you want the full strategy and every single resource you could possibly need to start a successful YouTube channel, you can check out the link in the notes below and head on over to masteryoutube.com. Now, before you ever press record, you need to understand what YouTube actually is. YouTube might seem like just another social media platform, but it's actually the second largest search engine in the world, right behind Google, and it's owned by Google. So if you Google something, many times you will immediately see YouTube videos with that topic, which means if you understand the algorithm, you will get people clicking on your videos that are simply searching in Google. This means that YouTube is driven by one thing, and that is viewer satisfaction. That's why understanding watch time, click-through rate, and retention is so important. And again, we'll talk about each of those later. The algorithm's main goal isn't to reward or punish creators, even though it might seem like that sometimes. The main goal is just to keep people watching YouTube videos as long as possible. That's it. Every recommendation, every search result, every suggested video is built around one goal: to keep people on YouTube. So if you want to master YouTube, your job is to help YouTube achieve that goal. The better you are at keeping people engaged, the more YouTube will reward you with views, recommendations, and subscribers. So let's talk about finding your audience and your theme, because most YouTubers fail because they don't know who their audience is or even what kind of content their audience wants to see. They start a channel and just start uploading random videos, a travel vlog, a camera review, a behind the scenes, maybe even a cooking video. And that's what we did starting out. And of course, that's fine maybe when you're experimenting, but once you decide to grow, you have to choose a niche, but more importantly, a theme. Now, don't think of a theme as a topic. It's a specific audience that your videos will serve. For our channel, it's filmmaking. That, of course, is super broad, but within filmmaking, we decided to make our channel all about people who are interested in getting better at filmmaking. Now we can do a video on filmmaking, editing tutorials, video essays, short films, behind the scenes, and each of those speak to a totally different audience with unique needs and goals, but all of them are under the umbrella of film education. And when you venture outside of that, then your videos will flop because you're giving your audience something they didn't subscribe for. We even decided to upload some photography training, which we were just kind of branching out a little bit, and every single one of those videos, even though they were really well made, completely flopped because we ventured outside of our theme and what our audience subscribed for. So whenever you're coming up with a theme, ask yourself 3 questions. Who do I want to help? What kind of videos do I actually like making? And what's something I could make 100 videos about without running out of ideas? Once you find that intersection, you have found your theme and niche. That niche becomes your brand foundation. And speaking of your brand, let's now talk about how to build one. So YouTube has changed from being all about videos to being about identity and personality. When people click on your channel, they're not just looking for one video, they're deciding if they want to invest in you. Your channel should have a clear, consistent brand, a professional-looking banner and profile photo, consistent colors, fonts, and design elements, and most importantly, a consistent voice and tone in your videos. I mean, think of your favorite creators, Peter McKinnon, Emma Chamberlain, even Mr. Beast. All of them have brand styles. Your goal is to create a channel where a viewer could watch 5 seconds of any video and know that it's you. That comes down to 3 things. First is your personality. Be authentic. People subscribe for you, not just your topic. Secondly, your visuals. Maybe develop a recognizable color palette, thumbnail styles, or camera looks. DSLR Video Shooter is a perfect example of this. His brand is the orange gradient, and every video is branded with that color. And finally, your tone. The way you talk to your audience builds trust and loyalty. Some people may be very calm and collective like Marcus Brownlee. I mean, his channel isn't as much humor as it is very factual and doesn't even have that much music in the background. In that same theme, you have Linus Tech Tips, who is more comedic and more energetic with skits and jokes. You've got vloggers like Sam Sulek, who is very boring and just talks to the camera for hours, or Casey Neistat, who's running around with a camera all the time and being super energetic and crazy. Your brand is something that you refine through consistency. But building a brand is vital, so discover your theme and discover your personality. All right, we have to talk about the algorithm, or how to use the algorithm to your advantage. Because this is where most creators just get overwhelmed because they don't understand how the algorithm works, but it's actually simple once you understand what YouTube wants. YouTube's algorithm isn't a person sitting in a room deciding who gets views, even though, again, it might seem like that sometimes. It's not someone who hates you and never wants your videos to be seen. It's a system built entirely on data. Your goal with every single video is to get them to click and then keep them watching. So let's break down both of those. The first of these 2 elements is the click. It is one of the most important ones because it is the very first step. In fact, this is where most creators make or break their success. It all comes down to a good thumbnail and title. Now, I've heard some people say that it's not really that big of a deal, but yet some people like Mr. Beast won't even start filming until he has perfected the title and thumbnail. And I think I'll probably go with what Mr. Beast says. For years, thumbnails on YouTube were treated like mini movie posters, and the advice was always the same. Use bright colors, add exaggerated reaction faces, put big bold text on the screen, and create an almost hyper-edited click-at-all-cost style. This approach worked for a long time because it stood out in a sea of less optimized thumbnails. But as YouTube has matured, viewer behavior has shifted, and so has the role of the thumbnail. Now, YouTube's recommendation system is so strong that your video is being served to audiences already interested in your topic. That means the title now does most of the heavy lifting, and the thumbnail acts more as like a visual confirmation. Hyper-edited thumbnails can also sometimes feel fake or manipulative because we're so used to seeing them, especially as clickbait. In niches like outdoor survival, commentary, or lifestyle, a raw frame grab feels approachable and authentic. That's why a channel like Outdoor Boys can thrive with simple screenshots, a simple frame grab of the video itself. How about Joe Rogan? He's branded himself as the raw and honest podcast, and his thumbnails are literally just the person. They are so boring, and they're not even framed well. I mean, if I was his marketer, I would encourage him to make better thumbnails, but his podcast is the #1 podcast in the world. But with that being said, I do want to give you guys some steps to take to ensure that your videos are actually clicked. And big creators like Mr. Beast and Marcus Brownlee use these as well. First, simple composition. A clear subject, well-lit, good contrast. Eye-catching imagery, colorful, vibrant, or cinematic. Faces and emotions always help. People click on people, so reacting equals curiosity. Minimal text, often 0 to 4 words max. Don't make the entire title in the thumbnail. Also, famous or recognizable elements. iPhones, YouTube play buttons, luxury cars, stacks of cash. All of these are attention-grabbing, and people always click on it. Relatable subjects like smartphones, travel, tech, productivity, money, relationships, these always connect with audiences. Inside the course, we have templates and assets for you to download to create some incredible thumbnails. Next would be your title. And the first thing you need to do is you need to pique people's interests. Questions always interest people. Asking them a question or letting them know you have the answer to a problem. Our video essay all about how physical media is much better than streaming was going to be called The Importance of Physical Media. While the title might sound fine, it doesn't pique anyone's interest or challenge them on a certain point. We ended up going with what they don't want you to know about streaming. Okay, now I'm interested. What do I not know about streaming? Wait, what don't they want me to know? Who's they? Am I missing out? I need to watch it. And something as simple as a title can make a video reach over 100,000 views and also a video not even make 5,000. Questions, challenges, should you, could you, can I? Just remember, think like a human and not AI. Front load strong keywords that you know that people are searching for. If your video is about the Sony FX3, don't bury that keyword halfway in. My new favorite camera, full breakdown Sony FX3. Say it first. Titles like Sony FX3, why it's the best camera for filmmakers. And whatever you do, don't do clickbait. I quit YouTube might get clicks, but if the video is really just about you taking a 3-week break, that audience will turn on you very fast. I see this all the time. People will post a video with a sad thumbnail that says, I'm going to be honest with you, and then the video is all about a new book that's coming out. It might get clicks, but it makes people very angry. Now again, I said there were 2 elements to this. The first one being the click, which is very important. We just talked about that. But the second is keeping your viewer watching the video. Getting the click is great, but what keeps them from leaving? This is what we call retention. Once you've earned the click, your next job is to earn their time. Retention is what YouTube cares about the most. The longer somebody watches your video, the more the algorithm rewards you. The average YouTube retention rate is around 40 to 50%, and that means that if you can get viewers to stay past the halfway mark, you're already way above average. And here is how to do that. Number 1, you have to hook them fast. You have like 5 to 10 seconds to prove your video is worth watching. So start with something interesting, not your intro or a logo animation. Number 2 is to avoid filler. Like every second should serve a purpose. That means that you need to cut out all the fluff. Number 3 is to use pattern interruptions. Change camera angles, use on-screen text, or add quick B-roll to reset attention. And finally, number 4 is to tease what's coming next. Give viewers a reason to stay. You could say something like, hey, later in this video, I'll show you exactly how we went from 0 to 100,000 views with this one strategy. That simple line could keep people watching farther than they normally would. So if you can master the title, thumbnail, and the retention, YouTube will have no choice but to promote your content. Next, let's talk about storytelling and structure. Every great YouTube video, whether it's a short film, a documentary, or a tutorial, follows a story structure. And even though it's a YouTube video, you're still taking your audience on a journey. That journey has 3 parts. First is the setup, where you introduce the topic, the goal, and what's at stake. Next is the conflict, the process, the challenge, and the obstacles. And lastly, the resolution, the result, the lesson, or the payoff. Even a camera tutorial follows this formula. Here's what we're learning today, the setup. Here's what most people get wrong, the conflict. And here's how to fix it, the resolution. All right, let's talk about what everyone wants to talk about, and that is the gear that you need. You don't need a $4,000 cinema camera to succeed on YouTube. Yes, some YouTubers use $20,000 cameras, but even a YouTuber like Ryan Trahan, with over 20 million subscribers, just uses his cell phone. One thing to keep in mind is that viewers will usually forgive a video if the lighting is really bad, but the audio still sounds really good. But they will click off the video immediately if the audio quality is terrible, even if the video and lighting looks good. So here's the ranking of what matters most: audio, lighting, composition, and camera. Yes, camera should be last on the list. A smartphone with good lighting and composition beats a $4,000 camera used poorly. For audio, you could literally use your cell phone and hold it up to your mouth. You could get a lav microphone that plugs into your cell phone that you can clip to your shirt or hold in front of you, or a podcast mic like this, the Shure SM7B or the Rode Procaster. And you don't have to buy them new. You can find tons of gear on Facebook or eBay. You just want to make sure you don't use your onboard camera audio, because it's not designed to be your main audio and will always sound bad. bad. If you can afford lighting, simply get a cheaper model NAN light like the 150B and a big softbox. You just want the lighting to be as soft as possible to give the most flattering look. And if you don't have any lights at all, simply sit next to a window. You just want to avoid harsh lighting and harsh shadows. And with a camera, the possibilities are endless. The Sony ZV-E10 is very popular, as is the Sony a6400. But as you can see, it's not about the camera, it's about everything else. When you control your exposure, your sound, and your framing, you can make professional content with any camera. And when you're ready to upgrade, we teach every detail of camera operation and cinematography inside our full Master YouTube course, including specifics on what gear to buy, our own YouTube setup, and how to create a talking head with just an iPhone. All right, so the video is done. You've spent hours editing it and you love the video. Now it's time to upload it. Now, uploading it properly is just as important as making it. And to make it easier for you, here's the checklist that you need to follow. First, rename your file to include relevant keywords or the exact title of the video. Something like YouTube Editing Hacks 2025.mp4. I know it might sound weird, but even the naming of your actual file will help the algorithm push your content to who is supposed to see it. Don't name it YouTube Video July Complete 2. Name it what your title is or add relevant keywords. After that, title it clear and curiosity driven like we talked about. Upload the thumbnail, custom made and visually clear. Then add a description. Include keywords naturally plus links and call to actions. YouTube descriptions are more than just a space for links. Think of them as your sales pitch plus SEO tools plus a call to action. I've had full-blown descriptions and I've had no descriptions. I've had just links and nothing more. But to get the most out of your videos, here's the best structure that works for descriptions. The first line, describe your video in one short sentence. If you notice in YouTube videos on the computer, you're able to see the very first line in the description and the beginning of the second one. That means that your first line should encourage people to watch the rest of the video. Then you can have a paragraph about the video. Not every single person does this, but you can if you want to. Then related resources, affiliate links or timestamps, business inquiries, and socials at the bottom. Because the truth is, what you say around your video is also important. And if you create a perfect description, you can then copy and paste that to multiple videos. Then after that, you add tags. Now, a lot of people say that tags are dead, and I don't think that's true at all. They're just not as important as they used to be. You don't have to use tags anymore to send it to the right people. You're just giving YouTube a general idea and a general direction of where they need to send your video, which means you don't need to use all 500 characters anymore. Just 5 or 6 tags that go along with your video. In fact, many YouTubers like Mr. Beast and Ryan Trahan don't even really use tags at all anymore. So don't go crazy, just add a couple relevant keywords. Next is the end screen and cards. Guide viewers to your next video. YouTube already has this feature built in, so simply add a subscribe button and one specific video, and then maybe a video that YouTube thinks the person would like to see. Once you hit upload, you'll be asked about visibility. Don't go straight to public and hit publish, okay? If your video hasn't fully uploaded to HD or 4K, your subscribers will immediately click on it and they will see a horrible quality video. You need to let everything upload first. So instead, you could just not hit publish until everything is fully uploaded and everything's good to go. I've done that many times. Or you upload the video as unlisted first, give it time to finish processing in full HD or 4K, check the quality, preview the thumbnail, make sure everything looks good, then schedule it for a specific time and day that your audience is most active. It could literally be 30 seconds after you've uploaded it, but you want to try and find when your audience will most likely watch it, and that all depends on your audience and analytics. And speaking of analytics, the sad truth is that most creators are scared of analytics because they're not really sure what they're looking for, but the truth is it is your most helpful teacher and gives you all the feedback that you need. You just need to know what those numbers mean. The 3 most important metrics to track are click-through rate, CTR, tells you how good your title and thumbnails are. Average view duration, or AVD, tells you how engaging your video is. And number 3 is traffic sources, tells you where people are finding you. If your CTR is low, that means people aren't clicking and you need to improve your thumbnail and title. If your view duration drops really fast, tighten your edit or rearrange your structure and storytelling to try to be more engaging. And if you're not getting suggested views, that means your videos aren't being watched long enough to compare to others in your niche. Studying your analytics is how you get some of the most helpful feedback and then make changes to improve your next video. But if you're starting out on YouTube, the first 48 hours are essential to your growth. If you have 4 subscribers and you post a video that gets hardly any views, it's not that you did anything wrong, but YouTube doesn't know who you are yet. So if YouTube wants to push your video, it will, and if it doesn't push your video, it won't. But that's all for good reason, and it's because YouTube doesn't know who you are yet. So here are some things that you can do to get recognized by YouTube very quickly. Number 1 is engage with every early comment. Engagement is one of the strongest signals YouTube looks at when deciding if your video should be pushed further. In the first few hours, treat every comment like gold. If someone leaves a comment, reply. Not just with thanks, but with something that sparks a conversation. Like, if they said, great video, you could reply with, thank you, which part stood out the most? If they say, this helped me, you could respond with, I'm glad it helped, what kind of videos would you like to see next? Also, heart and pin comments. YouTube gives you a tool that is underused, the heart button. When you heart a comment, the commenter gets a notification saying, creator liked your comment, and that brings them back to your video, and that rewatch helps the video perform. Also, comment on your own videos first. I know a lot of YouTubers feel weird about this, but right whenever your video goes live, post the first comment and pin it at the top. But don't just comment saying, here's the next video. Comment something that sparks more conversation, that allows people to comment on that comment, and the engagement just keeps getting higher. And finally, monitor your performance and don't be afraid to adjust the title and thumbnail. You want to make sure that your title and thumbnail are perfect, but sometimes your audience just doesn't love it, and the first 48 hours are the perfect time to change it. Inside YouTube Studio, watch your click-through rate, which is your CTR, and if your CTR is below 5% in the first few hours, you might need a stronger thumbnail or title. Again, don't panic, just try a new one. Sometimes a single thumbnail can double your CTR. Same with titles. If your title doesn't feel clickable, rework it. Make it more curiosity-driven or benefit-driven. Johnny Harris has about 7 million subscribers, and I've actually seen him change a title 2 or 3 times during the first day. Remember, YouTube only knows how people respond, and if you make your video more appealing to click on, you're helping YouTube help you. All right, let's say you know what you want to talk about, your channel's all set up and everything's ready to go. Now let's talk about growth. There's no secret hack to blow up overnight, but there is a proven pattern that works. Number 1 is to post consistently. YouTube rewards active creators. Aim for 1 quality video a week. We have posted consistently and our subscriber count grew exponentially, and then we decided to take a break and our subscribers were completely stagnant. And even when we decided to pick it back up, YouTube didn't promote our content like it used to because it wasn't sure if we were going to be consistent or not. So consistency is vital. Number 2 is collaborate. Partnering with other creators introduces you to new audiences. Number 3 is to create a series. Viewers love continuity. A series keeps people coming back. Our Master Filmmaking series has been the most popular series on our channel, and when people are finished with one, they move right on to the other. And finally, keep improving. Every video is a lesson, so study what worked, adjust, and repeat. If you commit to that process, you can't help but grow. All right, but let's talk about how to actually make some money with YouTube. So to join the YouTube Partner Program, you need 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time in the past year. But again, that is just the beginning. We talk about how to get your first 1,000 subscribers quickly inside the course, but most creators make the mistake of only relying on YouTube AdSense revenue, like how much money you make from the ads. And that's very good because I've made over $35,000 with one video, but I've also made over $2 million in other ways of making money on YouTube. You have brand deals and sponsorships, which is where companies pay you to feature their product. I mean, I've been paid $20,000 to create a video about a product, and even $5,000 to mention them for 30 seconds. We show you how to reach out to brands and get brand deals in the course, but they are essential. Next is affiliate marketing. This is where you earn commissions when viewers buy through your links. You can do this right now. It's very simple and easy. Digital products and courses. You can sell what you know. And again, that's exactly what we do, and we have made millions on selling our courses and training content through our YouTube content. You can have merch or even memberships. Build a community and recurring income. The key to this is to treat your channel like a business. Every video is a digital asset that works for you long term. Even if you're just a vlogging channel, it doesn't matter. Make an extra bit of income, a part-time income, or even a full-time income with YouTube using all of these sources of revenue. I also want to talk about some mistakes that YouTubers make. Number one is inconsistency. You can't grow if you post every few months. I know it's easy to take a break, but YouTube will send your content to people when they know that you will create more. I've been recommended videos from certain channels that have announced their retirement, and then I never get their videos recommended again. YouTube values consistency. Number two is copying others. Learn from others, but find your own angle. There are a million cooking channels out there, but what can you bring to the cooking genre that's different? Humor, challenges, single moms, etc. Number three is ignoring audio quality. It's half your video, so make sure your audio is good. Number four is focusing only on gear. Great storytelling beats expensive cameras. The first YouTube video I ever posted that has over 3 million views was filmed on a camera that you can get on eBay for about $100. And number five, don't quit too early. Most channels do take months before momentum hits. Getting success on YouTube isn't about having one viral video or a bunch of luck. It's consistency, creativity, and patience all working together. Sure, some channels do explode overnight, but most successful channels follow a system to build an audience to get recognized by YouTube. They aren't trying to fake and pretend to be someone else, they're just being themselves. Because at the end of the day, the single biggest factor that will determine YouTube's success is authenticity. People don't want perfect creators, they just want real people. If you mess up, laugh it off, and if your lighting isn't perfect, that's okay. Authenticity is what builds trust, and trust is what builds an audience. So when people trust you, they share your content and support your brand. And remember, YouTube isn't a quick sprint, it is a marathon that you train for. So there you have it, guys. Everything you need to know to begin your journey on mastering YouTube. So let's just recap. Okay, so to master YouTube, you will need to 1, understand how the algorithm really works, find your niche and build a consistent brand, create thumbnails and titles that people click on, keep people watching through great storytelling and editing, upload strategically and analyze your data, monetize through multiple income streams, and to stay authentic and keep improving. If you do these things consistently, you will grow. It's not a question of if you will grow, but just when you will grow. And if you're ready to take your YouTube journey even further and have a step-by-step guide on how to do each of these things, you can check out our full course at masteryoutube.com. I have grown this channel from a hobby in my parents' house to a channel with almost 1 million subscribers with less than 100 videos by following a proven system. Inside the course, we go in depth on every one of these topics that are in this video, from advanced analytics and storytelling to camera operating, lighting, sound, and post-production, literally everything you need to know in order to master YouTube. We have downloadable worksheets, templates, spreadsheets, calculators, and everything you need to know to be successful on this platform. So if you're serious about building a YouTube channel that actually works, click the link below and join us at masteryoutube.com. My goal with this video is to give you the confidence to start creating videos that you're proud of and to finally grow your YouTube channel the correct way. So go hit record, start creating, and I will see you inside the course.